2015 Panini Prism half case break number 41. Guys, I'm going to go over the team list. We'll go over a quick list of rules, and we will get starting. Shut up, Scott. All right, guys, I'd like to thank everyone for the prompt payments. We'll go over the list, we'll go over the quick rules, and we'll get going. I think I already said that, but whatever. This is wrong on the Cardinals. It's sports, deals, and wheels. I always type it in wrong. For the Cardinals, Falcons go to WPT. The land down under takes the Ravens. Arm B takes the Bills. Panthers go to D Brown. Vols takes the Bears. Bengals go to WPT Mass. Dandeliz takes the Browns. Cowboys, Broncos. Land down under takes the Lions. Packers go to DW Korst. That's spelt completely wrong. Texans 22. SJ Oteo takes the Colts. Jags take the Texans takes the Jags. Chiefs go to Dandeliz. Robert V takes the Dolphins. Larson's Resort takes the Vikings. Patriots go to WPT Mass. 04 Trib takes the Saints. Giants go to Texans 22. Jets go to WPT. Harrius takes the Raiders. Eagles go to Dandeliz. Robert V takes the Steelers and the Chargers. NCM takes the 49ers. Seahawks go to me. Isaac Voles takes the Rams. Bucks and Titans go to the Suns. And Redskins go to Dandeliz. Only rule we got to talk about is cards pulled with multiple teams represented. If that happens, if there's a majority owner, they, of course, will receive that card. If no majority owner, at the end of the break, we'll go to random.org, randomly generate a list of everyone eligible to receive that card. Randomize that list 5 times. Whoever ends up on top will receive the card. All right, guys. With that being said, we will do auto game on boxes 1, 3, and 5. Guys, just so you know, going forward, if you would like to receive weekly shipping, that is possible. However, I need to get paid directly through PayPal because I'm a below standard seller because people don't pay for their auctions, and I canceled 2.2% of my transactions over the last 3 months, which actually comes out to about 1 every 4 breaks based on how they calculate transactions. So they put a hold on my money because I'm below standard. I only have 3,200 positive feedback in the last 6 months without a negative. So I'm below standard. And they tell me it's about the customers, not about the money. I said, well, if that were true, then why doesn't feedback count anymore towards your seller standards? It's because they got Jewed out of money they feel that they should get. So they're going to punish me by holding my funds until the stuff is received. Yeah, I forgot about that, Larson. Yeah, Nate, you're gonna be in for a big surprise. All Jared Hayne cards were sent out to what's his name? Scott. Scott, by the way, I went outside for a past couple of minutes and rubbed one out so that girly is completely white again. So the price is up to 80. Ever since I've seen girly cards, I've been wanting to finish on his face for like the last 3 months, and I finally got the chance. Dude, if you send Joby up here to beat my ass, I'll be pissed, dude. He's like 6'8". Alright, guys, here we go. Box number 1. Good luck. Oh, we got an auto right off the bat. Auto number 1 for the Bucks, Kenny Bell. I can do that. Bell for the Bucks, going to the 281 Suns. Guys, all right, we're going to switch the auto games to 2, 4, and 6 because you guys were so slow. Base Prism for the Saints, Stephon Anthony. Green Prism for the Ravens, Joey Flacco. No, we're going to switch it to boxes 2, 3, 5. Intros for the Texans, JJ Twat. Damn, Kenny Bell night. Red Mojo for the Buccaneers, Kenny Bell, number 36 of 99. Yeah, I know. Don't worry, Nate, I got you. Air Marshals Prism for the Panthers, Cam Newton. Base Air Marshals for the Steelers, Big Ben. Intros, Tom Brady for the Pats. Green Cracked Ice for the Rams, Malcolm Brown. Number 35 of 75, Malcolm Brown for the Rams. Base Prism for the Broncos, Peyton Manning. Whoops. Red Prism for the Steelers, Terry Bradshaw. Blue Wave for the Vikes, Stephon Diggs. Number 91 of 150. That is the 1/1 Dennis Rodman variation. Diggs for the Vikes. Guys, I gotta get a pack of penny sleeves. I'm running low on my box of 10,000. I wish top loaders were the same price as penny sleeves. Oh, you know what's funny, Scott? Good thing you brought that up, because I lost that Todd Gurley Sapia auction. I was so pissed. I typed in Todd Gurley Gold Sapia, and there was one up for $199.99. Buy it now, and I bought it. Fireworks for the Packers, Aaron Rodgers. Air Marshals for the Giants, Eli Manning. It just proves that auctions do better than buy it nows, but buy it nows are more safe. Helmet for the Bucks, Jameis Winston. Prism for the Cowboys, Troy Aikman. All Bucks all day today. Variation for the Bucks, Jameis Winston. Base Prism for the Jags, Ben Koyak. Ooh, baby, I love your way every day. Yeah. You're such a liar, Scott. You would never do that. Marcus Mariota, base auto for the Titans. Dude, it's all the 281 Suns today. Rookie Revolution for the Chargers, Melvin Gordon. I know you like me, but you don't like me that much, Scott. Blue Prism for the 49ers, Joe Montana. Green Prism for the Bears, Matt Forte. Red Mojo for the Bills, Percy Harvin, number 70 of 199. Because you know what's funny? I would have bought it still. Red Prism for the Vikings, Taylor Henke. You should have shot like 190, because then I would have maybe believed you, but still probably wouldn't have, because you probably paid more than that. That is it for box one. All right, guys, box two. Guess the auto and the position, first or second. God, that'd be crazy if you got... That'd be a sick rainbow. It really would. He's my hero as well. All right, guys, here we go. What was that, Scotty boy? You want a girly base? I've opened 60 cases of Chrome, at least, and have not pulled any of the big 4 base autos. That's how virtually impossible they are. Every one I've ever gotten, I've had to acquire. Obviously, me pulling it doesn't mean that I automatically get it, but I do get to offer if it's something that I'm interested in. Hence why Nate has the 49ers for the next 3 years. Oh, Nate, by the way, how many... I actually found a guy with loose boxes of Prism. I kind of was kicking myself after I told you I could get you those because I'd have to break up a case for it. But I'm actually going to pick up 2 cases from this guy tomorrow, so I can grab 1 or 2 if you want. Alright, guys. Here we go. Box number 2. Good luck. Geez, there's an auto right on top. Oh, for the guy who did not pay. Prism for the Packers, Brett Hundley. Number 59 of 60, Hundley for the Packers. Now he'll definitely pay. I know. Helmet for the Patriots, Tom Brady. The best time that ever worked out for me was I had the Jets, and I ended up keeping them and pulled a Bryce Petty variation auto, number 1 of 25. Blue Prism for the Falcons, Matt Ryan. Red Prism for the Niners, Carlos Hyde. Blue Wave for the Niners, Carlos Hyde, number 46 of 150. Okay, will do. Base Prism, Vic Beasley for the Falcons. But Nate, do me a favor and add that up. That'd be great. Air Marshals Prism for the Chargers, Phillip Rivers. Base Air Marshals for the Colts, Andrew Luck. Rookie Revolution for the Philadelphia Spread Eagles, Nelson Aguilar. Green Cracked Ice for the Redskins, RG3, number 35 of 75. Base Prism for the Niners, James Harrison. Auto number 2 for the Falcons, Green Prism, Jalen Collins. Number 93 of 99, Collins for the Falcons. We can all hope. Blue Prism for the Redskins, Jamison Crowder. Were you talking about the color that you saw? Fireworks for the Broncos, Peyton Manning. I thought it might have been one too. Air Marshals for the Niners, Colin Kaepernick. Dude, I pull so many Harry Chodas. Helmet for the Dolphins, Devontae Parker. Base Prism for the Falcons, Matty Ice. Hall of Fame card for the Jets, Joe Namath. Red prism for the Jags, Rashad Green. Blue prism for the Steelers, James Harrison. Intros for the Dolphins, Cameron Wake. Rookie Revolution Prism for the Dolphins, Devontae Parker. Whoa. Green Prism for the Lions, Barry Sanders. Base Prism for the Chargers, Jawan Edwards. And that is it for box number 2. Alright guys, box 3. This is the box where I pick the auto. If I get it right, everyone will get free shipping into tomorrow's full chrome case. And my guess is going to be Jameis Winston. Box 3 is empty. My guess is going to be Joby Palasodia. We need Joby's last name. I need to start doing some searches to find this guy. McLarge Pants. What do you want, Nate? Are you talking like numbered cards out of Chrome? I literally have a humongous lot of, I'd say it's probably 300 Chrome colored numbered refractors. It's huge. Oh, Prism. Okay, no. I don't have much of Prism. I got some stuff. Actually, I think I sold it all. Alright, guys. On to box 3. Yeah, I have a Joby Prism too, but instead of like the helmet cutout, it's a dick cutout. It's pretty sick. Alright, guys, here we go. Box number 3. Blue Wave for the Rams, Eric Dickerson. Number 142 of 150. I know. It's a box topper. It goes from end to end. Yeah. Red Prism for the Jags, Rashad Green. Air Marshals Prism for the 49ers, Colin Kaepernick. Base Air Marshals, Eli Manning. Intros for the Cowboys, Dez Bryant. Green Cracked Ice for the Panthers, Jonathan Stewart. Number 72 of 75, Jay Stu for the Panthers. Jeez. Nope, that's too dark. Base Prism for the Raiders, Derek Carr. That's only one team. Yep. Auto number 2 for the Redskins, Trey Williams. Number 214 of 299, Williams for the Redskins. Green Prism, Malcolm Brown for the Rams. Blue Prism for the Texans, Cecil shat his shorts. Intros for the Texans, JJ Twat. Intros Prism for the Steelers, Ben Roethlisberger. Red Prism for the Lions, Haloti Ngata. Green Prism for the Falcons, Devin Hester. There's Jameis. Prism for the Jets, Devin Smith. Fireworks for the Falcons, Julio Jones. Air Marshals, Big Ben for the Steelers. Helmet for the Seahawks, Russell Wilson. Base Prism for the Panthers, Kelvin Benjamin. Red Prism for the Cowboys, Terrence Williams. Blue Prism for the Bears, Kevin White. Guys, we got 3 autos in this box, just so you know. Auto number 2, Blue Prism for the Redskins, Matt Jones, number 90 of 99. Matty Jones for the Redskins, 3rd auto in the box. Rookie Revolution for the Ravens, Brashad Perriman. Red Prism for the Seahawks, Jimmy Graham. And that is it for box 3. First auto was, who the fuck was it? Yeah, I was totally wrong. Never mind. That was just a Redskins box. I have no idea why I thought there was another one. On to box 4. That was a Big Dan money. Big D money box. Alright, guys, get the auto and position. 3 times green cracked ice. Dude, that Joby die cut is like those NBA Jam cards from back in the 90s. Oh, Dan, we're talking about Joby. That was an all Dan box right there. D money taking over for the 99 and 2000. That's true. Scott, you should probably fill him in about Joey. Dude, what if he just decided to turn on this channel one time out of random? Joby from Kokomo. Alright, guys, here we go. Box number 4. Red Prism for the Niners, DeAndrew White. Air Marshal Prism for the Broncos, Peyton Manning. Base Air Marshals, Matthew Stafford. Intros for the Broncos, Peyton Manning. Christ. Base Prism for the Packers, Eddie Lacy. Variation for the Rams, Todd Gurley. Blue Wave for the Redskins, Matt Jones, number 29 of 150. Jones for the Redskins. Cha-ching! Blue Prism for the Browns, Isaiah Crowell. Rookie Revolution for the Titans, Marcus Mariota. Fireworks Prism for the Chiefs, Jamal Charles. Green Prism for the Jags, Denard Robinson. Blue Wave for the Bills, Mario Williams. Number 57 of 150. Mario Lopez for the Bayside Tigers. Blue Prism TJ Yeldon for the Jags. What you know about Mario Williams, Mario Lopez and the Bayside Tigers? Fireworks for the Eagles, DeMarco Murray. Air Marshals for the Packers, Aaron Rodgers. Helmet for the Cowboys, Dez Bryant. Green Cracked Ice for the Browns, Paul Warfield. Number 15 of 75, Warfield. Wow. Then get me a Vegemite sandwich. Base Prism for the Broncos, Peyton Manning. Auto number 1 for the Rams, Base Prism, Malcolm Brown-Eye. I don't know if we got it tonight. Number 51 of 199, Malcolm Brown for the Rams. Did no one guess that one? Base Prism for the Broncos, Jordan Taylor. One in each side. Auto number 2 for the Panthers, Devin Funtits. Number 89 of 150. The only issue is that I think I got to get going. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe we can rip one off quick. I got a freshie that I can crack into. Intros for the Steelers, Big Ben. Blue Prism for the Lions, Kelvin Johnson. Red Prism for the Vikes, Cordarrelle Patterson. That is it for box 4. Yes, you did, Nate. You heard the word. On to box number 5. No, Joe, they don't. They just have Andrew Luck on the cover. That's the only cards that they get. I will be sending you 120 wrappers of Panini Prism as soon as the break is over. Oh, Corey. Got a tie-dye, guys. Tie-dye coming at you. Oh, no, he's not from Australia. Corey's from Switzerland. All right, so what's the interest for divisions? What do we got here? Coryell, take 2. It seems like Joe Adam wants one. Robert's got 1. Joe Adam, 1. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 55. 55. 2 for 105. Alright, guys, here we go. Box number 5. Fireworks for the Broncos, Peyton Manning. Air Marshals for the Panthers, Scam Newton. Rookie Revolution for the Buccaneers, Jameis Winston. Purple Finite for the Bears, Walter Payton, number 8 of 50. Payton for the Bears, going to Vols. Base Prism for the Packers, Clay Matthews. Geez, another Bucks auto. Auto number 1 for the Bucks, Quan Alexander. Base Prism for the Eagles, Eric Rowe. Blue Prism for the Eagles, DeMarco Murray. Helmet for the Steelers, Big Ben. Blue Prism for the Steelers, Jerome Bettis. Green Prism for the Broncos, Emmanuel Sanders. Blue Wave for the Eags, Riley the Racist, number 117 of 150, the Racist for the Eagles. And Blue Wave for the Browns, Vince Maley, number 81 of 150 for the Browns. Another variation, Jameis Winston. Base Prism for the Bills, Desmond Lewis. Auto number 2 for the Texans, Benadryl McKinney, green cracked ice. Stupid, Scott. Number 4 of 75. Benadryl McKinney for the Texans. Intros for the Patriots, Tom Brady. Hall of Fame card Prism for the Lions, Barry Sanders. Red Prism for the Browns, Dwayne Bowe. Blue Prism for the Texans, Benadryl McKinney. Air Marshal Prism for the 49ers, Colin Kaepernick. Base Air Marshals, Tom Brady. Helmet for the Cowboys, Dez Bryant, tie-dye coming at you. Oh, damn it. For the Eagles, Riley Cooper, tie-dye, number 1 of 25. The Racist for the Philadelphia Spread Eags. Base Prism, Chris Carter for the Lions. Or for the Lions, for the Vikings. That is it for box 5. Alright, guys, one left. Here we go. Guess the auto and the position. First or second. 4 times multiplier for Red Moj. I am strictly not taking a division in this. So... if we can get someone to get all 8. Tie-dye auto. Yeah, I forgot about that too. All right, guys, here we go. Box number 6. Auto number 1 for the Bengals. Red Prism Mario Elford. Number 28 of 299. Elford for the Bengals. Yeah, you can do that, Nate. That's fine with me, bud. Red Prism for the Cowboys. Byron Jones. It's actually better that way, because I don't have to pay eBay fees on it. Blue Prism for the Seahawks. Russell Wilson. Helmet for the Seahawks. Russell Wilson. Blue Prism for the Dolphins. Dolphin Dan. Red Prism for the Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders. Blue Wave for the Lions. Golden Taint. Number 35 of 150. Taint for the Lions. Uh-oh, we got a gold vinyl. Gold vinyl Hall of Fame card, guys. Base Prism for the Jags. Ben Koyak. Gold vinyl Hall of Fame card. Fireworks for the Niners. Cam Newton. Air Marshals for the Colts. Andrew Luck. And we got a tie-dye and a tie-dye auto. Holy criminies. Rookie Revolution for the Jets. Nope. Doesn't happen. There it is, guys. Look at that. Oh, is it beautiful. Gold vinyl for the Jets. Joe Willie. Number 3 of 5. Joe Willie for the Jets. Who gets that one? WPT? Yup. We got a tie-dye and a tie-dye auto coming up. Prism for the Saints, Brandon Cooks. Helmet for the Niners, Colin Kaepernick. Tie-dye for the Bills, Nick O'Leary, the Irishman. Number 11 of 25. O'Leary for the Bills. Base Prism, Barry Sanders for the Lions. Variation for the Lions, Amir Abdullah. Base Prism for the Eagles, Patriots, Trey Flowers. Tie-dye for the Philadelphia Spread Eagles, auto, Eric Rowe. Rowe, number 12 of 25, going to Dan DeLiz. Intros for the Panthers, Cam Newton. Red Mojo for the Bears, Sugar Shane Carden. Number 49 of 99 for the Bears. Sugar Shane. Green Prism for the Redskins, RG3. Green Prism for the Chargers, Melvin Gordon. Air Marshals Prism, Tony Romo. Base Air Marshals, Joe Flacco and Cha-Ching to finish us off. That is it for 2015 Panini Prism Half Case Break 41. All right, guys, bear with me. We'll do a